Tim. Welcome to my channel. We're going to be working on bench press today. I'm going to be starting out working out with the 10 pounds or warming up with the 10 pounds. Remember, the warming up is a very crucial, important part if you want to stay uninjured. Gives yourself a chance to figure out if there's anything wrong before you jump into it. Let's go. All right, that's 10. So I like to warm up with sets of 10. I do 3 sets of 10. I just warm up with the 10 pounds and then the 20-pound dumbbells. Then we jump right into doing the 70-pound dumbbells. That's my big number right now is the 70 pounds. If I can get 3 sets of 10 with 70 pounds though, I get to graduate up to the 80 pounds. So very excited about that prospect. I think it's very important, again, to find out what works best for you when you work out and do that. I was talking to a dad at a school function this weekend about that, and he's got a workout routine that he really likes doing. Works out really well for him, and there are fitness guys out there that would have negative things to say about his workout as well as my workout and how we do things. But the thing that's important is that we're both doing something and we're both sticking with it. Found something that we like doing and works best for us, and I think that's the big thing to do. You're gonna find more success. He's been really successful in maintaining his fitness levels, and that's all that matters. For some reason, there's always a lot of hate, and you see online and in the fitness community. I think it primarily stems from jealousy. I'm not talking about people that are trying to do someone solid and tell them, "Hey, man, if you're doing that, you're gonna hurt yourself," or "Hey, that's not like the best way to do that exercise." I'm talking about the people like, "Oh man, like, do you even know how to like do sets properly, or do you even know like anything?" That kind of comments. I think it's probably out of jealousy or being envious. It's not positive. It's not helpful. But what it can do is make people feel like they're idiots and make feel like they don't know how to work out, so they stay away from it. Strongly suggest if you're trying to work out, do what works best for you. Don't listen to the comments. Don't go out there and try and change everything you're doing that you enjoy because somebody told you it wasn't optimal. And the optimal exercise is the one that you're doing and can do consistently. What motivates you is optimal, not what somebody else posts or talks about. Again, do research, get help, especially if you're feeling stagnant. But if you're just jumping into working out and trying to find your groove, be careful how much you let other people dictate what you're doing. What feels best for you, what motivates you the most, and can keep you going is what you should be shooting for. For me, I like to keep it really simple. 3 sets of 10, and then move up in weight. If I said these are the 20 pounds, still warming up, making sure everything works. You don't want to grab a 70-pound dumbbell and be like, "Oh, this is not working." Then it'll be too late. You're gonna drop it, hopefully on nothing important. I would say if you're like cruising around on YouTube or real life, try and find, try and be encouraging to people that are working out. You know, if you notice somebody's physique's getting better, they're losing some weight, they're doing good, make sure you take a second. Second to notice is gonna mean so much to them. And if they're on the verge of quitting, like they're like, oh man, like why am I even doing this? You could change that for them with one like comment. But everybody needs that little bit of encouragement sometimes. All right, we're gonna jump into doing the 70 pounds. I'm gonna want this, I'll make sure that I'm all lined up, but I'm good to go. The hard part is if you like lay back and something's wrong, it's really annoying because then you have to fix it. And it takes strength to actually get the 70 pounds up. All right. That was annoying because I didn't lay back right. I was just talking about it. My neck straight, not the bench. All right, but that was 10. Give myself a minute and go for it again. All right, I'm excited to be doing the 70 pounds. I feel like today could be the day I get 3 sets of 10. We move to 80 pounds. Means I have to order some more plates. Can't really put much more weight on these bars or more 5-pound plates. It's gonna be almost at the edge of the bar, so I gotta order some 10-pound plates and we'll be good to go. Just gotta order them. Oh, my wife doesn't notice. Just kidding. She'll notice. All right, here we go. That's really hard. All right. A minute and you jump back on it. I would say one thing to keep in mind is your breathing. If you're like me, you will start to hold your breath when things get hard, and you just gotta really push through that inclination and breathe. Amazing how essential breathing is for lifting weights. Oh, oh man. That was just 7. That was the same as last week. Last time I did this. Oh, that's annoying. Really wanted to hit at least 1 rep better. I'm gonna give myself another set though. Normally when I can't do 8, I go down, but I'm gonna give myself another set. Three more seconds, and jump back into it. Let's do this. Man, that got hard. That's just 3. Ooh. I'm going down to 60 pounds. I'm gonna take 10 pounds off each dumbbell. So when I can't make at least 1 more rep, it's really frustrating. And it's easy for me to start beating up on myself and being really negative, but mentally I'm doing right now. That's not hugely helpful. So I'm really gonna try to just redirect that frustration. Mentally try to acknowledge that it's just, I'm gonna keep on making progress, and this is just one workout. It doesn't define me. That I'm going to improve. And reminding myself that we've done this before. This isn't the only time. The first time I haven't been able to improve by at least a rep. And that's okay. Just not giving up. That's the important part. Don't beat yourself up and then just throw in the towel. Acknowledge that you can do better. Focus on that. And keep going. I know there's a lot of people that embrace negative talk with themselves. And I just don't think it really ever is a good practice to get into. When will you ever turn that off? If you get into a repetitive habit of making negative comments about yourself, at what point in your growth you say, hey, let's stop that. Just be proud and feel good. I don't think it happens. You just end up in a very bad pattern. And the other side is when you've taught yourself to be negative about yourself, and you're also going to look at other people the same way in other aspects of your life. It's not a, I don't think it's a good mindset. Be realistic and acknowledging your shortcomings. But don't fixate on making yourself just feel bad about it without acknowledging your success. And the other side is when things aren't going perfect, if you're like me, you're gonna have this like voice inside you that wants to compensate by pushing really hard on the next thing. And don't do that. You don't need to risk injury on that. Be smart. The best thing you can do is be smart. Continually keep in the forefront of your mind that fitness is a marathon. It's a way to be in your life, and it's not a sprint. You don't want to do anything that's going to throw off your ability to keep going. I'm the big motivation for me saying this is what my internal dialogue is like right now. All right. So that was 7. Last time I was at this point, I only did 6. So even though there's some like bummer early on, this is still some improvement. That's what you gotta cling to, man. And making sure that you're honest with yourself when it's working out. When working out is important. Being honest about your progress and your motivation. And it will, I think, have a positive effect on your relationships with other people. Again, I think if you are only talking to yourself in a negative voice to motivate yourself, you're only going to carry that conversation into how you talk to other people. And it's going to hurt people's feelings. It's going to isolate you. It's going to affect how you can be in a community. And that's not where you want to be at all. All right. We're gonna move on down to the 50s. And if you ever see someone that is just beating themselves up in the gym or on and about, being super negative about their success, if you have the ability, take the time to say something to them. I'm not saying lecture them on being positive, but say something positive about where they're at. And they'll probably respond with something more negative about themselves. But just give them some positive feedback. And I bet you they're going to do better with that positive feedback. And hopefully, if you keep that positive feedback going for them, and you see them, then they'll start to have a better internal dialogue with themselves. And if they're talking better to themselves, they'll start talking to other people better. In the world, it's starting to be just a little bit better of a place. I think now, more than ever, or as much as always it's important, expressing a positive opinion, putting out a positive attitude is crucial now. Noticing people that are struggling and finding a way to reach them and help them do better is incredibly important. And it's easy to miss those opportunities to change someone's life for the better. It doesn't take a lot. Just noticing something about somebody, having a conversation, making them feel noticed could change their life. Just being seen and knowing that they exist as somebody besides themselves and their own dark thoughts is very important. 20 seconds, and jump back on it. I think one of the things that happens in our society is we get very, when there's a problem, it's easy to seem like that problem isn't something that we can fix. And I feel like I know there's forces out there that want us to fixate on how defeated we are by a problem. And I don't know a problem in this world that isn't solvable if we put in the work, and that we can't turn around if we are willing to put in the work. And I think the negativity that's out there can be easily undone by being positive, having a positive voice to those that are hurting, those that are discouraged, and reaching out. I think that's a good opportunity to change this thing. I'm feeling better about not hitting what I wanted to hit today. I like I said, being positive, talking things through in a positive light is a huge game changer. I'm not gonna walk out of here and keep beating myself up today. I'm gonna feel good about what I got done. I have that song in my head right now. I'm still standing. I don't know any more words really besides that. I'm still standing. All this time. I really like that song. I'm still standing. Yeah, just keep on standing. Realize that you're still in this game. Last year, I was doing fantasy football against my sister-in-law's team, and up to the last 3 minutes of the week, it's the last 3 minutes of the Monday night game, she had a 1% chance of beating me, and then somehow in that last 3 minutes, It happened, it turned around. Never call the game too soon. Oh. 7. Oh, I'm overtime. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. I hope you're able to stay positive. God bless you. Thank you so much. All right, this workout was all bench press. I did 3 sets of 10 with the 10 pounds, with the 20 pounds, 3 sets of 10, with the 70 pounds, 2 sets of 10, 1 set of 7, 1 set of 3, with the 60 pounds, 1 set of 9, 1 set of 7, 1 set of 6, with the 50 pounds, 1 set of 10, 1 set of 9, 2 sets of 8, and 1 set of 7. Thank you.